every year they come with the same story. Just the other day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, as the president of the Senate, Georgia did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you not be.
Wait, you said what's your name?
John wants to call from women community.
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I will prefer Pape to go.
Who is your Pape?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much because one fighter, the soccer that was taking in the country, not small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that Pape win, will ever to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much. Now the mela the power now saying enter in the care. 6 years, there no job. There no job.
But who the cause?
Who the cause? He not get to the job.
What you mean?
That what I mean. In the mayor football player.
Oh, so football player can?
Yeah, he not no quality. He not no quality. So I'll tell you that you must deal with the that you know that you now see before in your life.
Yeah, but the man served already for 6 years.
Oh man, I'll tell you that. I'm telling you that. We are behind. We're not behind you. We are behind Joseph Boakai.
Yeah, but say.
So on Thursday, March 16, Ambassador Joseph Boakai and a delegation of 4 persons boarded a Kenya Airways flight and landed in Accra, Ghana an hour and a half later for his meeting with my financial backers. The trip was entirely paid for, a dime, ticket, accommodation by the people. In the meeting which took place at the Marriott Hotel near Kotoka International Airport, meeting requested by Ambassador Boakai, he did something that would dramatically change the way I see him forever and ever. When he got into the meeting with the potential financiers, Ambassador Joseph Boakai used the opportunity to badmouth me to these financiers, saying some of the most negative things about my character to them. After telling me that he would commit to them, that he would make me his running mate.
The petition stretches that transparency and consists sustained engagement with students and university officials are essential to rebuilding.
So on Thursday, March 16, Ambassador Joseph Boakai and a delegation of 4 persons boarded a Kenya Airways flight and landed in Accra, Ghana an hour and a half later for his meeting with my financial backers. The trip was entirely paid for, a dime, ticket, accommodation by the people. In the meeting which took place at the Marriott Hotel near Kotoka International Airport, meeting requested by Ambassador Boakai, he did something that would dramatically change the way I see him forever and ever. When he got into the meeting with the potential financiers, Ambassador Joseph Boakai used the opportunity to badmouth me to these financiers, saying some of the most negative things about my character to them. After telling me that he would commit to them, that he would make me his running mate.
What transpired between Costa and Allen White, how he took conversation between he and Allen White and carried to George Weah for George Weah to give him money. How he took conversation between he and Congressman Chris Smith and took it to George Weah. I will explain it. The double standard you need to stop. We need to tell people, listen, they are leaving, and they leave it. Me, I don't care if Joseph Boakai don't win elections. Let me say this. Joseph Boakai, if God designed or divine him to be the president of Liberia, he will be. If God said he will not be, he will not be. But this thing must come to a light at this time. We must make the Liberian people to know that even Costa was fully aware of the night and time that the former LPRC boss on her heading death. He knows about it.
They're giving the candidate for whom to wear because they can sleep. But let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. I said to you, every year they come with the same story. Just the other day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, the president of the Senate, Georgia did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand Because every time I put it on, you'll be sleeping. So how you see my head? Mr. President, you not be.
Wait, you said what's your name?
John wants to make from women community.
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I would prefer the paper to go.
Who is your papi?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much. Because one father, the soccer that was taking the company, not small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that paper win, will ever to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much. Now the mela the power now saying either in the care says here.
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Place radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze we day, 90.7. Online every time we get the one. Issues with matter, we go break them down for the people, for the youth, for the whole town. Talking point for Blaze we day, 90.7 online every day.
Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day
We go make you
lead to great achievement gained slowly over time.
the facts, no be for fame from government.
Let me repeat that.
Inside chat.
Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day
If you talk your mind for Blaze,
lead to great achievement gained slowly over time.
go discuss for life.
Folks, let me say good evening to you wherever you are, however you are joining us.
90.7 online every day.
Welcome to the Tuesday edition of your favorite nighttime program.
Make you sing.
That's the talking point.
Don't miss the show. Talking point for Blaze.
The talking point comes to you from Monday to Friday,
And Folly areas pro.
from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah.
This is where we are every night discussing Liberia,
Oh, yeah. Oh.
discussing those things that have to do with the format of our common denominator.
Blaze where the real talk go. Ambassador Rufus, your voice.
My name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. I love to say welcome. Tonight we are going to have another fascinating edition of the program. So what you can do right now is just to relax yourself, increase the volume of your radio.
Yeah.
If you are watching us online through Blaze Online TV on Facebook or YouTube,
From Monday to
listen, we love to say just position yourself properly,
with the heaven.
increase the volume of your device,
Mike for talking points.
and let's have a better time together.
For Blaze we day, 90.7 on.
Those of you joining us for the very first time, I'd love to say welcome.
Bring for Liberia, we go make you sing. We talk the matter, no go hide, no go run. From Monrovia to every
There are too many things that we have to talk about. Yeah.
people for
Too many things we have to talk about.
talking point for Blaze we day, 90.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring.
Of course, we discuss politics, we discuss news, we discuss everything. But one thing that we take into consideration is the truth. Yeah.
Street side chats, talking points, they give you all that. You fit calling, if you talk your mind. For Blaze we listen, no one go blind. From policy to power, we go discuss. For Liberia's future, we all must trust. Talking point for Blaze we day, 90.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth.
Okay, so let me take this one down quickly to see how best we can move forward to other issues. Folks, we love to say welcome. Before we go further, we want to inform you that the Blaze cash giveaway is on. So do not forget to put in your transaction. The code is *799*9#. That's the code. Put in your transaction like we did earlier on. Before coming on the show, we gave about 250 people cash. And from now up to 11 o'clock, we are anticipating to get another 250 persons to walk away with cash in different categories. So you're going to have the opportunity to win for yourself 10,000. Some of you are going to win 8,000. Some of you will win 3,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, some of you will win 1,000 Liberian dollars as well. Okay? So we're going to have 250 persons walking away with cash in different categories. So what you can do for us and for yourself is just to pick up your Lone Star cell phone Hey, that's *799 *9#. That's the code. Put in your transaction to make your number visible in the system tonight. Okay, so we want to inform you about that. Keep putting your transaction. Make sure that your number is visible in the system. The code is *799 *9#. Yeah, so like we said, there are too many things we have to talk about. Too many things we have to talk about tonight. So let's see how best we can talk about some of those things. So this whole issue of the drugs, the whole drugs saga is ongoing. The investigation is on. The investigation is on, and there have been some leaked audio coming from the investigators. Yeah, coming from the investigative committee. Some leaked audio from the investigation. Okay, so what we can do right now is just to monitor the process to see how it is going to work. But folks, one thing we should see. The other day we were here, we talked about this, and there were lots of people who believe when we say some of these things, that means we are fronting, or we are against the government, or we trying to just criticize things that should not be. But let's be real here. Earlier on, the government said they were not giving the names of people. They said they were not giving the names of people. And mind you, one thing you should be aware of is that it is the government who is in charge of the RUFUS International Airport. It is the government. Now, the government said they were not giving names of people at the time because they now wanted to jeopardize the case. Okay, that's awesome. Now they went on. We started to see leaked audio. That's not audio, but video, CCTV video coming out from the same government because they are in charge of the airport. The same government. So the question is, who are releasing those CCTV footages? It is the same government officials. The same people. And now those names that were called by people outside the investigation, those same names are being called by the government. The same names were called by the government. Those same names were called by the government. So the first thing that is, folks, with the revelation of those CCTV footages, that tells you that, listen, this investigation, something is that it's not that so much seriously like what the government is considered to be. So those people who are investigating, they themselves need to be investigated. Because if you will be investigating and things then you should be releasing to the public of using, those things are getting out to the public for which you say you were not giving it out. That means you yourself need investigation. What went wrong? And who will do that investigation? I think it will be maybe the FBI. And that's the reason, I'm one of those people who believe, let's say, for this to really to reach a logical conclusion, we need some kind of international investigators to get involved with the investigation. If not, there are lots of people that would doubt the result of the investigation. Lots of people would doubt it because of the procedural errors that have been ongoing. Yeah. Because of these procedural errors that have been ongoing. But again, that is that. We are not talking about that. Yeah. So we just thought to say something around that. But let's see how best we can continue. Folks, keep putting your transaction, like we said. As soon as we reach 30%, we'll put in their transaction *79 and *9#. 30%, put in 5 tickets. Put in 5 tickets, 30%, *79 and *9#. Put in 5 tickets, then we will be able to give our cash. And all the 30%, we are looking for about 25 people 25 people just put in five tickets, then we'll be able to put out 250 winners. Yeah, the balance, let's get the balance 25, then we'll put out 250 winners. So the code is *799 *9 hash. That's the code. Put in your transaction to make your number visible in the system tonight. So today, folks, at the legislature, we saw two senators, two Muswell County senators, Sir Joseph and Darius Dillon. They are calling for the suspension of the contract of GLS Mendes. They are calling for that suspension for the contract because they are people of interest, or the CEO of the institution, right? The manager, rather, is a person of interest. So they believe that that is having a negative impact on the country image. According to Sir Joseph, when Liberians regular traveling, they will be double checked. So they believe, listen, let's suspend this. Let's suspend their contract right now, waiting for the fundings. So the Senate committee has sent that communication to their committee. That's the plenary rather send that communication to the committee on judiciary. Yeah. So the committee will be making its report to see if that will be done, if they will recommend to the executive for the suspension of the contract of GLS Mendes. Okay? So we just thought to say that as well. And one thing, folks, let me see if I can lay my hands on that information quickly. Our legislative reporter, Achise reported something about formula. Yeah, Representative formula. Let me lay my hands on it quickly. For keep putting your transaction *79 and *9 hash. Continue to put in your transaction to make your number visible. So the House of Representatives has mandated its joint committees on education and public administration, good governance, and ways, means, and finance to review a draft bill seeking the establishment of the Legislative Institute of Liberia and report back to plenary within 2 weeks. So Representative for the formula is calling or have put in a bill calling for the establishment of the legislative, let me get that entity name perfectly, yeah, before I miss anything about it. So to establish the Legislative Institute of Liberia. So that will be almost like a school to do research on behalf of the legislature, to educate lawmakers. And some of those, it will make, according to them. Let me just read further. Let me read further for you to have a clear understanding. The decision followed the submission of the proposed legislation by Bond County District Marcel Representative Fude Formula. In his communication to plenary, Representative Formula submitted a draft legislation title and act to establish the Legislative Institute of Liberia as a professional training, research, and policy institution of the legislature. Addressing the honorary speaker and fellow members, Formula stated that the proposed institute would operate as a semi-autonomous institution dedicated to strengthening the capacity of legislature through professional education, research, and policy development. So they are going to strengthen the capacity, build the capacity. That means to educate them, make them to have some maybe knowledge and other things that they do not have knowledge about. So that is what Representative Fude Formula from Bond County, that's why he has proposed at the House. So yeah, he have gone to committees, to the joint committees on education, judiciary, ways, means, and finance. So these committees will review it and they will make their recommendation to the government of Liberia. Okay, so those of you just joining us, we love to say welcome to the talking point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. Folks, keep putting in your transaction *79 and *9#. Let's see if we can get around 22% quickly. Then we hit the system to put out some winners. Okay, *799 *9#. That's the code. Put in your transaction to make your number visible. Now, fellow Liberians, let's see how best we can go to our talking point. In recent time, I think I've been 2 or 3 days ago, a video of the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Joel Taylor, have been circulating on the social media by most people. And there are some people who celebrating the former vice president because she said this administration, the administration of President Joseph Boakai, is having some gains. And she's frowning at some media institutions, or let's say generally media in Liberia, for not focusing on the positive, but mostly on what she referred to as things that would tarnish the image of the country, according to her. And there have been lots of people who have been talking about this video. And of course, on Sunday, the former commissioner of the Maritime Authority, Liberia Maritime Authority, and the current chief of staff in the office of former President George Manawia, Eugene Nangwe, he appeared on Spoon FM, and he was asked about this video, for which he expressed his thought. So let me play you first the excerpt of what the former vice president said. Then we'll also play you the excerpt of Eugene Nangwe. Then we will begin our discussion. Okay? Someone say ambassador, but why are we talking about that? We just relax. We will get somewhere. Let me lay my hands quickly on this thing. Let me lay my hands quickly on this thing. This is the voice of Joel Howard Taylor. Listen to what she said right here. Let's take our time and listen to it.
You know, what are you expect with all the children in the 5 homes? So that family figure, the father figure that should be helping us put things together is missing. So I think the media can be helpful. Our media is a little bit too negative. Even as an opposition member, are there not some positive things happening? Yes, but when you turn on your social media, all you see is the negative. Very few people will talk about what's happening positively. So we've gotten engaged in a real negative society. Everything we're doing is just something, taking us backwards instead of helping us to move forward.
Madam former Vice President, you talk about some of the good things. You want to name a few of them?
For example, yesterday, the First Lady went to do groundbreaking for the first post-war maternity hospital, which we need. You have a lot of hospitals that are doing many things, but that's a positive thing, that the Latter-day Saints has come to partner with our government to build a maternity center. I think that's good news.
What is your view about these drugs that is being bought in Liberia, particularly this $19 million drugs?
My point in this whole issue is that drugs are destroying our country, and that's the truth. Drugs are destroying our families.
Now, so let's stop there, because the part that lots of people are talking about is where she talked about the gains. She said this administration is having some gains, for which in her mind, the media is a little bit so negative, in her word. A little bit so negative. So they are not so much focused on the positive, but their attention is on the negative more than the positive. What the former vice president said. Now, so that's what she said. But one of the important parts that I want you to consider, right, is where she talked about the government having some gains, right? Yeah, the gains. So let's go to Eugene Nangwe. I'm going to play you the excerpt unedited except from Eugene Nangwe and Stanton Waterspoon because I want you to have a clear understanding of it, right? Let's go for it. Let's go for this one. Let's go for it right here.
Do you also agree that the media is toxic, as she said? You own
in every country, the media should be toxic.
In every country,
the media should be toxic. Yeah.
In every country, there are bad opposition. In every country, opposition can praise.
But to my point, though, she's celebrating the goodness in this government.
No, she's not.
She said that since post-war,
to praise a government that is bent on dismantling the democratic gains. So I'm telling you, our position is that yes, she's
opposition is not opposition.
You keep interrupting me. Okay,
why you always the tester? We talking. We have a conversation.
But you keep interrupting. Yes, it's your radio station, it's your platform. But
forget what I want, Bobby. That's your part. We have a conversation, Chief.
So, but then you have to give me a chance to articulate our position. Like I said, she is somebody who wants a good discourse in the country. The political discourse should not be toxic, but the toxic nature of our political discourse, was constructed by the Unity Party. So our position as the CDC is that because when we broke ground, for example, she named the hospital, when we broke ground for the Emory Hospital, not just broke ground, when we even cut the ribbon, they condemned it. A 14 military hospital, broke ground, they condemn it. Cut the ribbon, they condemn it. Even the RI rule, they condemn it. So why do you expect us to even begin to commend them for anything? I told you I gave them 0. I don't see anything good they are doing because the negativity overwhelmed any good thing that they could have possibly done. When they're seeking to trample on political rights of the Liberian people, then you say they could destroy the country based on their behavior. The president has a serious executive overreach, targeting opposition figures in every way and manner, and then I should say they're doing good. They're not doing good. They're undermining the country. And we'll continue to hold their feet to the fire in spite of whatever they do. And the city.
So we have two positions here: one from the former, the office of the former president, and one from the office of the former vice president.
I'm speaking the position of the Congress for Democratic Change.
Correct. Contrary to what the former vice president is saying.
It's not contrary. She has a personal view, and I'm giving you the official view of a political institution that she will subscribe to once we continue our engagement. For a good discourse in the country, but her aspirations is not a position of the political institution. And like I said, she's a very good woman. She wants engagement.
Yes. She's a fine woman.
Positivity, but the reality is that there's no positivity from these people.
She's a quiet woman. I give you that. She's a respectful woman as well, and I do admire her.
All respectful and quiet.
I don't know about all of y'all. She's a respectful woman.
Because she said there's one good thing about the government. She also said the media is not doing well. You're missing the point. She was talking about the political discourse.
No, but listen though. Listen, Eugene, the media will remain the media on both sides of the aisle.
Do you also agree that the media is toxic, as she said? You own
in every country, the media.
Okay, so yeah, that's the conversation between Stanton and the Chief of Staff in the office of the former President, George Weah, about the statement I earlier played about the former Vice President, Joao Taylor. Now, fellow Liberians, sometimes when our politicians speak, sometimes the manner form in which they speak is saddening. Sometimes the way our politicians are considering things in this country, that shows that we are going nowhere as a country. We will only sit and complain every time, hope for the best, but our hoping will change nothing. Because the people that are governing the country, the people that controlling the political climate of the country, because of the mindset that they have. That is one of the reasons why Liberia, we are on a very slow pace to development and prosperity. Now, you listen to the former vice president. She expressed her opinion, her candid opinion. She expressed her thought. She said this administration, although she is an opposition, she's a member of the opposition, but according to her, this current administration, in as much as there are some wrongs, but there are some gains that the government is making. I do not believe any Liberian, including all of those in the opposition, I do not believe that rationally they will sit and say, since President Joseph Boakai came to power, there have been no single gain. No, I don't want to believe that. We know they play their politics. We know they play their politics. But listen, we are also aware that no matter which government, there will be some kind of gain. Some kind of gain. The administration of former President George Weah came to power, there were some level of gains. They played their part. They did some things. Liberian people, okay, maybe Liberian people were not satisfied with the job they did, and Liberian people voted them out. But the truth there is, there were some gains. There were some gains. This administration, for almost 30 years now, they have been in power. You may not be satisfied with the way the government is operating, but has there been some gains? Yes, there has been some gains. There have been some gains. So, and that is what exactly the former vice president is saying. She's saying, listen, there have been some gains in this government. And she's even frowning at the media, for which I believe that's all right to frown the media. But listen, if there will be no democratic society where the media will be a booty, a closed booty in bed with the government, and you expect that democracy to progress, it's difficult. Where you see democracy progressing is where the media critique the government. In as much as they critique the government, they also talk about the gains of the government. And are there media institutions in Liberia who are doing that? Yes, there are media institutions. One of those institutions is Blaze FM. Do we criticize government? Yes. Do we talk about the gains of government? Absolutely, yes. We talk about the gains of government. We appreciate them if they do the right thing. We appreciate them if they carry on the right thing. Again, be much. depending what you consider to be much. But what we are aware of is that we are doing what we should be doing as a media institution. And that's what exactly we are doing. So again, other media, are they doing it? Some media, other media, except from Bliss, other media institutions critiquing the government, talking about the good of the government as well. They're talking about the good of the government as well. But they get other media as well who automatically do not see any good of the government. That's true. They do not see it. And they get other media, they do not see any bad of the government as well. So it's just like that. Now, is the vice president thought she believed that no, we are not doing much, the media, right, to promote the good? That's her opinion. That's her thought. Now, but that's not our major area of discussion tonight. I just thought to touch on that before, yeah, I just thought to touch on that as well, because that has to do with us as a sector. She also made mention of our sector, the media. Okay, she also made mention of our sector.